What better person to talk about this to than a professor for entrepreneurship, Sven Ripsas. You're based here in Berlin. I suppose that wasn't always the case, though.
I spent three-quarters of a year in New York in '94, '95, which was really inspiring for the topic of entrepreneurship.
And was the talk there already about Berlin? Was it already a hot topic?
No, absolutely, no.
But it's certainly become a hot topic now.
It is. So I think Berlin is one of the hotspots in Europe. Maybe in the world there are some rankings where Berlin is among the top 20 at least.
Now, the persistent problem with the German capital was always the lack of industry, even dating back to the Second World War, I suppose you could say. What's changed in Berlin?
What has changed is that we have developed a certain venture capital industry in the last 20 years, I would say. We had the first venture capital firms in the late 80s. Then we had a lot of disappointments. And that now really started again. So I think since the last 10 years, since actually the Samba brothers started to clone successful business models from the US, and they were really excellent in their execution, they have now shown that it works. And they have generated quite some money. And this is now reinvested.
So it's taken a pioneer in the field to prove to the others that it can be done.
Absolutely.
Why all the young people, besides the fact that it's cheaper to live here and also cool?
Well, actually, these are the ingredients you need for a creative community. So, because you never know how long it takes until you really earn money with your new ideas. So you need a cheap environment. You don't need high fixed costs. So creativity, well-educated crowd, and a cheap place. That makes a good ground for entrepreneurship.
How competitive would you say Germany is on a European level? I mean, you see Berlin powering ahead, but the rest of Germany isn't really doing that as far as startups go.
Well, I think that the Munich area is very famous, especially for biotech and high-tech startups. So they were the first that were really a successful startup hotspot in Germany. I think Berlin has now taken that spot, but Berlin, Munich, European-spoken, very important places.
And when it comes to setting up a business, how much risk are Germans willing to take?
Well, that's not our favorite mode of acting, I would say. Germans are a little bit reluctant, but I think that's a very important thing, because you never know how long it takes until you earn money. So start to grow slowly, grassroots approach, and I think this is the best we can advise to all entrepreneurs.
You also support an institute for entrepreneurs. Is that really what Germans need, a lot more support in the field?
I would guess that we need some support. We started the first business plan competition here in the late 90s. We started the Berlin Institute of Entrepreneurship. And now we have developed a second stage. We are on Facebook with our new project called Berlin Startup Insight. And this is where we calculate key ratios, key performance indicators, and we want to help startups to benchmark each other in order to perform better.
Mr. Ripsas, thank you very much for your time.
Okay, thank you.